It's going to be exciting. Kick off the whole tournament with a great match.
Especially with both these people on Haruka, where I haven't seen Jump on Haruka for a while. And here we go into match number 1.
Sounds good.
Killerbob on the red side, Jump on the blue side. I do not believe we have voting for this so far yet. But exclamation point, I guess it would be red for Killerbob and blue for Jump. Oh. Okay, the next match we'll have voting. But alright, and Killerbob has caught the super, thrown his Pythagoras super Pythagoras, and is now up 25-0 in this first set. Coming out commandingly, but I would never count Jump out of a set at all.
No, and I know that Jump has been feeling a bit ill lately, and I played him yesterday, and he wasn't feeling that good, but I think he'll get into it eventually. I'm betting on that at least. But Killerbob taking a really commanding lead here in the beginning now.
Yep, Jump does get 7 points there. It's now 36-16 in favor of Killerbob, who is very good at keeping perfects and currently is -- 1 on the perfect throws leaderboard list, which is quite an impressive achievement as he's forced to jump and throw a back lob. And he's forced to slide again, and this time he throws a middle lob and Jump this whole time, meanwhile keeping up his juice. Short hop from Killerbob, but the straight post shot from Jump gives him a large rally, and he went up 36-38 until Killerbob threw in an ace. Now it's 46-38. Killerbob had advantage, but now it is jam point for the set. Straight shot from filth from Jump. Killerbob working the post on this one.
A bit of an unnecessary slide there from Jump. There when he lost the juice, and I think that may have costed him the set there. Actually, it really looked like he could have got into it without sliding.
I definitely agree with that. It looked like he could have gotten it, and he does get the first points here on the knuckleball for 9 points. As he needs to look now to have a strong comeback set. Both players now on juice. Killerbob forced to slide on that knuckleball from Jump. He throws the filth shot, and Killerbob being a little greedy there, not going for the slide and opting for the points to go through on that from Jump, which as a Haruka player and as I know as a Haruka player is sometimes better. 9 points there for Killerbob on the post shot, 21-9. Where sometimes it's not always the best idea to jump for things if the rally gets higher up.
Oh no, definitely not.
First shield super of the day is Killerbob throws the Pythagoras through and ties it up 21-21 with a 12-point rally there. There's a big wall ride coming out from Killerbob. Both players on their juice now, but Killerbob does get 12 points on the hash mark knuckleball shot. Looks like both of these players are playing at a very close level to each other at this point, with Killerbob just barely taking that first set. Have you kind of observed about the same stuff on that tube? All right. Straight shot forces Jump to slide. Killerbob catches it for the super. Popped up by Jump, who throws the knuckleball shot of his own. And the filth shot there, a very nice filth shot as Jump takes set 2, 52-33.
And I'll jump in here. Mike cut off a bit there. Yeah, great set by Jump there, taking it back. Killerbob showing dominance in the beginning of the sets. But Jump managing to take it back in the end. Another unnecessary slide by Jump there. And that costed him 19 points in the last set of the first game.
Yeah. as we see Jump again having to jump off of popping it up. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to judge where the ball, how the disc is gonna pop in the air if you miss your timing and you pop it up in the air instead of catching it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it does cost some points there. So it's now 31-0 in favor of Killerbob. Another strong opening to the set for Killerbob, but Jump with that fill shot takes 11 points. 11 will be a number you'll see quite a bit in the tournament for points scored, as it's the first time a person is able to throw juiced, as the person who served is able to throw juiced. It's going to be 11 or 12 will be some high numbers seen. And there's 15 points on the post shot from Killerbob, 46-11. He is now one rally away from taking game one.
And Jump is going to have to play flawlessly now, because one mistake and it's game over from the first match.
Jump playing that very well, gets the 11-point rally on the knuckleball shot. That specific shot is very deadly from Haruka's, and he's very good at throwing that shot. As we see, he's playing just about as well as you can, near flawlessly, to get the ball, to get the disc past Killerbob. As he does throw blue there, he does force a slide, and now the few blues that he threw did cost him with that short hop going through for 11 points, 57-34. Killerbob does take game one.
Yeah, first game, incredibly close in the terms of how they play, but Jump making those mistakes that Killerbob just doesn't do. That lands Killerbob right on top, and he takes the first game.
Yep, we saw there Killerbob being forced to slide and throw back, and that allowed Jump to get points there on that, and he gets another 8 points on that filch shot that has served him very well this entire this match so far. He's just able to get those shots past Killerbob, and Killerbob seems to be dealing not so great with knuckleball shots and filch shots, and I see him mostly working with post shots, as we see points going to Jump there. 37-0 in his first set, as Jump does look to take the jam the front lob off the serve from Killerbob, trying to throw Jump off. Does not work, and he gets 6 points there. Now 43-0. Now if Jump takes this, we will have our first jam of the tournament. Killerbob needs points here. He needs to pretty much play near flawlessly himself to take this set. 43-13 on the one hopper. This wall ride from Jump, or wall ride from Killerbob. That's a skinny knuckleball fill from Jump, comes in 52-13. He takes a commanding set one.
Yeah, and like we saw there, he had a 43-0 lead, and he basically made no mistakes during that time. As fast as he missed one perfect, Killerbob capitalized on that and took points. So Jump is gonna have to play at a really high level today if he's gonna make it out of this.
Definitely, and we're seeing him make a very dominant statement here in game two, as he is using every opportunity. I see him more and more moving up towards the net.
Oh yeah,
just sitting on the back.
Yeah, he's switching aggressive, absolutely.
Which can be very key in this matchup. But we see him now up 36-0 as we see here he's just moving up on the set. I can see his confidence growing as he's moving up on the serves. He's not sitting back and waiting for the serves to come to him.
And if he makes no mistakes now and plays like this, he's gonna have a jam in this one.
Yes, definitely. And we see right there, Killerbob did not slide on that. A little bit of greed showing out there, but 54-0. Jump takes the jam, takes a dominant game two. And he looks to carry this momentum into the decisive game three. And I think, as we've seen in this last one, with Jump getting aggressive, Killerbob might also want to be moving up and getting aggressive a little bit, as we see him get 11 points on that wall ride. Would you agree with that, or what do you think Killerbob needs to do to get back after that?
Well, I think Killerbob is gonna have to reevaluate the situation. He's playing very far back now, and because he was comfortable doing that in the first match, Jump is switching his gears, and you see now Jump stayed back, and Killerbob punished that directly. Jump is gonna have to play aggressively, and if Killerbob wants to beat that, then he's gonna have to start compensating for that.
And we see Killerbob making a pretty good comeback set. It's 32-16 right now, as we see Jump does score 7 points on that skimmer. 32-23 as Killerbob takes Jump's blue shot, punishing with a super for 7 points, 39-23. That's something that also Killerbob can do to take advantage. If he sees that anyone can take advantage of it, if you see someone throwing a blue like there's pretty much a straight shot and you have the ability to sit back and wind up a shield for it, that's a very good way to punish. Or even just move up aggressively and make it even harder for them to catch it by being more towards the net. We see Killerbob getting greedy with the shield and Jump taking the lead now, 44-39 in this set, as he now has jam point. Soon enough, we will have a pseudo jam. If it gets to 11 points, which it does, whoever wins this now will take the game. Will take the set, as Jump takes it there on that one hopper, 58-39.
Yeah, that was a good set actually. We saw Jump falling back into his habit of the first game a bit, losing the juice, losing the perfects, and Killerbob capitalizing on that a lot. But Jump bringing it back in the end.
Yeah, we see Killerbob sliding on that filth shot, backlobbing, Jump on juice, and Killerbob is not. And he throws the filth shot and goes 22-0 now in favor of Jump, as he is now just one set away from advancing to the second round of the tournament and knocking Killerbob into the losers bracket. But I do not expect this is the last we'll see of Killerbob in the tournament. He front lobs Jump, and Jump takes the straight shot to the post off of catching the front lob, 36-0 now. But Killerbob says there will be no jam as he throws the post shot for an ace. As he catches the super and throws that.
Killerbob hasn't really got anything to lose now. Like, he's one set behind. He's almost losing the final set. He's gonna have to do some extraordinary things to bring this back. So he's gonna have to take risks. And
we see Jump get 13 points there, puts him at the dreaded 49. Can he finish off this set and advance, or will Killerbob force a third set and inflict the curse of the 49? It does not happen. Jump with the post shot takes the set 59-16.
Yeah, and I honestly think that these two players, we will see a lot more of them in this tournament, and I think we have two very likely candidates for the top fives. Both playing really good.